Partridge. I'm Director of Development at Eyesight Design. We're a digital agency in Portland, Oregon. And I want to talk today a little bit about our ability to capture and curate history as it happens using services like Twitter. Yes, I have a pin behind my ear. Good. All right. Originally, I was planning to do this talk about the events that took place on January 25th and the Egyptian Revolution. But Osama bin Laden, being the helpful guy that he is, gave me a much more timely and relevant example, so we'll be using that today instead. So on May 1st, @ReallyVirtual tweeted, "A huge window-shaking bang here in Abbottabad. I hope this isn't the start of something nasty." Now, @ReallyVirtual at this point, unbeknownst to him, had started live tweeting his perspective on things that were going on in Osama bin Laden's compound. And he later became famous, and we'll talk about that in just a little bit, but that wasn't the only excitement that night. Here's another tweet, and this is from @Petrak, and it's, "Hot Beans Vegan Restaurant has the best burritos in Toronto, Canada." So while that is very exciting, I believe that historians will probably be more concerned with the first tweet rather than the second tweet. So it's very fortunate that @ReallyVirtual's tweets were captured in other medias. Because if you go to search.twitter.com today and you enter Abbottabad or any of the other keywords that were in that tweet, you won't find it. There are about 140 million new tweets every day, and I'm pretty sure we generated about 30 million of them right here, right, today. Search.twitter.com does its level best to try and keep up with all of that, but there's only so much it can do. So search indexes at search.twitter.com are very short-lived. They have a very short shelf life. It's usually about 4 days. Twitter doesn't publish anything about how its algorithm works, and so that's purely from observation that it appears to be about 4 days. For some topics, based on popularity, it may be a little longer. But don't worry, not all is lost on the terrorist/burrito search front. In 2010, the Library of Congress announced that they would be archiving all of the public tweets from Twitter as part of their collection. Now, unfortunately, due to privacy concerns, only academic researchers are allowed access to this data, so this really actually doesn't do us much good unless you happen to be an academic researcher. So for the rest of us, one solution that's beginning to become valuable is Google's real-time search. Google currently indexes a subset of the existing Twitter archive. Right now you can go about to the beginning of 2011. I'm certain that as time goes by, they'll grow this out. Again, they don't release anything about their algorithms either, and so it's hard to know what all they're indexing. Is it everything? And so, again, it's strictly through observation that we're seeing that that's what's available. Now, so until these methods continue to get better, the best plan is to grab these tweets as they happen, because you have about a 4-day window to catch them before they disappear in that context. Now, I mentioned before that @ReallyVirtual's tweets were saved in other media. His tweets were curated on many popular websites, CNN.com, TechCrunch.com, lots of popular media sites. I also saw his tweets actually live reported on CNN the night of the events in Abbottabad, and there's nothing more fun than to watch a journalist read Twitter on TV. That's kind of fun. So the people from KATU are gone now, right? So, okay, good. Whew. Yeah, I don't want them to beat me down afterwards. So the good news is, thanks to the power of the internet, you can do this now too, as long as you manually grab the tweets yourself. There's services like Storify.com that allow you to build stories based on social media and things like tweets. The other option is to do it yourself, and being a developer, that's my favorite option. So Twitter provides some really powerful APIs for capturing tweets as they happen, and Google's real-time search, I'm certain, will become more valuable over time. As more data becomes exposed, you'll be able to do a lot more with that. So, and the other good news is it doesn't always have to be about serious things like terrorists or burritos. Let's talk. Recently, Eyesight put together a art project based on the TEDx Portland conference. We grabbed tweets that were relevant to the conference. We curated them and then made them into an art project. And I'd like to talk for a couple of minutes about the steps it takes to make a project like that. So the first step is capture. You have to decide what you want to capture and how you're going to store it. And again, capturing it is via the Twitter APIs. We chose to capture everything that had the XRD or TEDx Portland hashtag on it because that was relevant to the conference, and we chose to store it in a local database that we could access with our application servers and our web servers. The second step is filter. This is actually an optional step. You don't have to filter what you're pulling in, but depending on what it is what your subject matter is, you may want to filter for spam. There's services like Akismet from WordPress that can be used to actually filter for spam on things other than WordPress blogs. The other option is to not filter anything and just filter things on the backside with the display. And so that's always an option. The third step is to curate. Now, in our case, we wanted to pick the most insightful tweets about the conference and use them as part of our project. And so what we built was a little application for people to be able to vote up the tweets that they thought were the best. And then eventually, once you had enough votes, that one got picked and it got used as part of the project. The next step is to actually do something with the data. And in our case, we did two different things with the data. One, we made it part of the art project. We had an artist on site at the event who took the tweets that had been picked and painted them onto, because his handwriting is far better than mine, onto thought bubbles, which were put onto several canvases at the event. We also made the entire stream of everything we captured available to the public at eyesightdesign.com/TED. The kids at Twitter have some guidelines they'd like you to follow when you are displaying tweets. You guys probably already know this, but there are things like making the links inside of a tweet actually a link, any URLs that are actually clickable. Also things like making the picture and the handle for the person who tweeted it so that links back to that person's page on Twitter. So the final step, and again, like the second step, is optional. It's filtering, actually allowing the public to help you filter and curate your data. And in our case, something kind of funny happened during the conference. At about noon, the TEDx Portland conference started trending on Twitter on the big list. And we got up to number 2. And right about the time we hit number 2, all of a sudden the spam bots kicked in. And we started getting a lot of tweets that really had nothing to do with TEDx Portland. And these people know what they're doing. They were very subtle. They didn't include terms that would be something that a spam bot would pick up, or that a spam filtering software would pick up. But I can guarantee you the links that were in there were not to very family-friendly activities. And so what we did is we quickly put up a delete function or a flag function that allowed people to flag things as inappropriate if they saw it, and therefore that pulled it out of the data stream. Now, that really helped because we had a very small team of curators and me in the background shoveling code quickly. And so having the crowdsourcing, having the power of everyone who's reading these tweets help you curate was really, really helpful. It was a super fun project, and I'm really excited about the art that came out of it. So in conclusion, I think that putting together tools to be able to capture and curate history when it happens is really important. We don't have enough of these tools right now. I've seen some really early attempts, and as some of the other speakers have talked about today, this is something that's going to become really huge as just more and more data comes out. And I'm really hoping that these tools will evolve so that everyone gets the chance to participate. So in closing, also, if you happen to be in Toronto, Canada, you should definitely stop by Hot Beans Vegan Restaurant because I hear the burritos are awesome. All right, thank you very much.